What up, B Squad? It's me, JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another brand new review for Ready to Love, you guys. This is season 9, episode number 4, you guys. And this episode was titled Getting Intimate. It should have been called Fight Night. You know, it's about to be a girl fight, like something like that. Like, Nook, if you buck, why Nook, if you buck, like some, because baby, they was getting ready to get it popping up and through this time. But before we go ahead and get into this review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and ain't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Ready to Love. Shout. All right, guys, so you guys know that this week is going to be the ladies' week to send one of these guys home. So the ladies are meeting Tommy in the lounge, right? And Tommy's thing is, Tommy, I typically don't say this early, but I want you ladies to get intimate with these men. No, not like that, not like that. I want y'all to, take these guys out on dates, right? I want you to get all up in each other's business. I want you guys to get all up in each other's business. I want you to go deeper with these fellas. I want you to take them to places that are important to you. It could be your house. It could be where, somewhere that you enjoy going to. I was like, I don't know if I were these ladies, I wouldn't want to bring any of these men into my home. My personal opinions. But hey, that's where we are, right? So Tommy says, also, ladies, there has been something that has been gnawing at Tommy since the beginning. Now, y'all remember, I told y'all that Glenn didn't show up to the first mixer, and that has been gnawing at me. And I felt like, everything has not been good for the ladies. So I decided that I want to, Tommy wants to give y'all a surprise. I was like, God damn, Tommy, why does Tommy talk in third person is a problem for me? Tommy talks in third person, but that's neither here nor there, right? So he introduced the ladies to Justin. Justin is 34 years old. He's a physical education teacher, and he is from Mississippi. Now, this ain't to be taken shady or any type of way, because I think he's a good looking guy, but I was looking at him before he even said he was 34 years old. I was kind of looking at him like, I was like, is he young? Is he old? Because he has kind of a young, old face. That ain't me. That ain't trying to be shady or nothing. It's just saying he got an old, young face. That's all I'm saying. But, some of the ladies were, looking at Mr. Justin, and they liked what they saw with Mr. Justin. So I was like, okay, cool. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And we will go ahead and pause here and move forward, shall we? Now, the first date we have is a group date. And this is a date that Alexis has set up, right? So with Alexis, she has invited Rashina, William, and Lamar. I was like, oh my God, Lamar. So she's a referee, right? And she has invited them down to play a game of basketball, right? But she's not playing the basketball. She's being a ref. I forgot who was teamed up with who. I didn't really care, to be quite honest with you guys. After the game ended, we saw as Rashina was sitting with Will and with Lamar, right? And she said something, and I was like, y'all wanted to take this a different way. Because she said to them, she's always been in relationships. Her relationships have always been 3+. I was like, Lamar is definitely the wrong person to say 3+ to. But anybody with common sense knew she meant 3+ years. Or, well, not necessarily, right? He could be 3 years, 3 days, 3 months, 3 hours, 3 seconds, 30, 3 minutes, however. But in the grand scheme of things, they knew she meant 3 fucking years. But I'm glad Will just said, you mean years, right? Then Lamar's, threesomes? Sir. It just screams to me Like Lamar has never touched a woman, sniffed a woman, licked on a woman, you know, just slid his nothing. Like that's what it really gives us. Lamar has never been in the presence of a damn woman because he talks about sex so much, and it's just like you would really think that this man has never. You would think that he might be a virgin. Like I would just be like, "Are you a virgin, sir? Have you never had a girlfriend? But you were married, so it's it's the oddest thing, but okay. I guess I don't really care." Now, Will asked her between the two of them, who would she choose? She said neither. I was like, "Amen, praise the Lord." I'm glad you said it. I am so glad you said you would never choose. You wouldn't choose either one of them. I was jumping for joy when she said that. I was elated. Like, what the F to the U to the C to the K? No, sir. Go away, sir. Nobody likes you, sir. And then after that, we move over to Will. Now, Will is talking to Alexis, and he's telling Alexis that, he was previously married, but he got married for the wrong reasons. And Alexis didn't come back with a rebuttal because I would have been like, what are the wrong reasons to get married? Because don't you have kids with those women? At least one of them, right? So what was the wrong reason to get married, Will? They never, and I mean, they might ask follow-up questions, but it just never comes across on the television screen that they ask those follow-up questions. But hey, if she was pleased with, because she was, big up, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. Now, back over with, no, it wasn't back over. It is, well, technically, it is back over. It's with, Alexis is now sitting with Lamar and with Will. And she's asking them, what does intimacy mean to you, right? So Will says that, intimacy for him starts with with his relationship with God. I was like, that's a good answer, but I was also like, I think that that's a crock of bullshit too. My personal opinion, I was like, I think that's a crock of bullshit. But let me know let me know what you guys think and feel. Like I said, I just think it's a crock of bullshit. I, honest to God, do. And then Lamar. This man is talking about asking what color panties you got on. Everything with Lamar goes sexual. I was like, either you never had sex or you're not currently having sex. And if it's either one of those two, I can see why. I can see why one of you, if you've never had sex, which I'm pretty positive the man has, my God, you act like a teenage boy who just had sex for the first time. My God. I mean, damn. Why does it? I mean, it is sex, 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 sex. Sir, go get a toy. Go do something. Go do anything. But also get off my fucking screen too. Now, we'll pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, next up, you guys, Rashina. So Rashina is out on a date with Justin. They went to a dog park. Child, nothing really came from this date, but I will say that I think that Rashina really did like him because at first that dog was rambunctious as hell. I was like, damn, has your dog been to obedience school or something? Like, have you trained your dog? Because his dog was just jumping, chasing shit. I was like, oh, okay, doke. Like, very interesting. But hey, it is what it is. Thought it was odd. Now they did sit down and talk, right? And he's younger than she is. I forget how old Rashina is, but he is younger than Rashina. He doesn't have kids, and so Rashina asked him, how does he feel about dating a woman that has kids? And his thing was, he's okay with dating a woman who has kids because he's kind of come to the point where if he has kids, okay. If he doesn't, he's fine with that. That made her feel, because she doesn't want to have kids, right? But she was like, for him, the door's actually, open a little bit. I was like, okay, cool. Next up, we have Laylin. Laylin, right? Laylin. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. If it's wrong, I do apologize. But we got Leyland, and she is talking to Tommy, right? So she's letting Tommy know that right now in her life, she's having some family issues. And so Tommy was like, okay, since you're having family issues, what we'll do is we will just let you have this week off to get yourself together and we'll reconvene later, right? So that was that for Leyland. And then after that, we move on to this date with Alonzo, Koshia, Justin, Patrice, Vanessa. They're all at Chaz's home, and Alonzo pulled Koshia to the side. When he pulled Koshia to the side, he wanted to apologize to Koshia for, what happened in the last episode that we saw. You guys remember that in the last episode, he was basically, the whole, you guys remember, I'm not going to talk about it again. And I think everybody genuinely agreed about the situation that he was wrong for what he did. And the thing is, how can you take choking and spanking in a different, if it's in a different meaning other than sex, right? If it's not sex, then we're talking about physical abuse of someone. So there's no one way or the other. It's either physical abuse or it's sexual. But he gave one of those blanketed if I offended you apologies. She told you at the restaurant she wasn't comfortable with the conversation. You tried to downplay it. You tried to gaslight her. She got up and walked away, but she accepted the apology, right? Then Justin, he showed up. He was invited by Patrice, and he said his grandfather was some big person in Mississippi. And Chaz was like, "You got a name drop?" I was like, "Name drop? I mean, I guess. I don't know. Tell me how y'all felt about that." Now, what I will say though is I am thoroughly confused with Patrice because Patrice is talking about the fact that Alonzo is one of her top connections. I was like, really? This man jokes a lot. And here's the thing, I joke a lot too, right? But I know how to turn it on and turn it off. When it comes to Alonzo, Alonzo just gives cornball, right? But he gives cornball and he also gives slightly Lamar where he always wants to go sexual because he did it with Koshia, right? Let me know how you feel in the comments. We'll pause here and move forward. Now, you guys, the next one, I don't know. This had to be production. This had to be production because in the 4 episodes of this show, I never once saw Maya have a conversation with Lamar. But today, she's invited Lamar down to her photo shoot for waist trainers. I was like, wow, I haven't saw a waist trainer in a minute. Do the women still wear waist trainers? I know I used to wear, not like a waist, it wasn't a waist trainer. It was one of those things that you put, well, it's not a waist trainer, but it was like, you know how when men get ready to lift weights and stuff, they put the thing around their back. That's what I would have. I used to wear that. And then I had one that was just literally, I just had a thing that I would wrap around my stomach. Where is that damn thing at? Did I throw that hole in the trash? Because I need a new one. But you'd wrap it around your stomach just to make you sweat. Now, waist trainers, if I'm not mistaken, don't waist trainers go over your clothes? I think. I don't know. Y'all can answer that in the comment section. Not that I really care, but I was so confused when Lamar showed up to her photo shoot, and you could see how she was dressed. And it's nothing against her; it's against him. I was like, my God, why did they do this? I was like, was this to get a reaction out of people? Because if it was an epic fail. But hey, he came down once again. All this man wants to talk about is sex. I'm like, oh my God, this man is in his fucking 40s. And here we are talking about sex for the umpteenth time. It's like, bro, you doing the most. I was so happy when she ended that. Like, I'm going to get back to this. I was like, please get back to whatever it is you were doing, sweetie pie. Because this nigga ain't it. He needs to go home like yesterday. The next day we see it's Maya, LaRon, Jonathan, and Mika. Now, I tweeted this last night when the episode was on. what the fuck did LaRon have on? I was looking at that outfit and I was like, oh my God, is it a pajama set? Like, what the hell is it? But he tweeted me last night and he told me that production told him to take his original outfit off because he had on a designer outfit. And if you guys know anything about reality TV, they don't, that's called, we all know product placement, right? That was product placement and they weren't finna pay for that. This is on, not Bravo. So I don't see it, you guys. I will say I don't see it for Jonathan, right? Because I still feel a way about Jonathan because Jonathan can ask the women questions about their exes and all that stuff, but the women can't ask him questions about him. And in this particular scene, Maya mentioned his ex-wife, and Mika was like, ex-wife? I thought she was just your baby mama. He said, I never said that. You're correct. He is correct. It's semantics. You never said that she wasn't your baby mama, but you never corrected her to say that that was your ex-wife. So you played a game with words. I never said that she was my baby mama, but you also never said she was your ex-wife, sir. Like, what the fuck? Then, we were LaRon was talking to, what's her name? Maya. She was talking about what she wants in a husband. And he was, I know Mika at one point mentioned him going out and partying. He said he doesn't do that all the time. But LaRon, you said you do it Wednesday through Sunday. So that means that there's only 2 days that you're not doing it in the week, Monday and Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day, damn near. You're doing it 5 days out of the week. And there are 7 days in the week. So I guess like Jesus, you resting on Monday and Tuesday, huh? That's funny. But it is what it is, you guys. Yeah, so Jonathan, back over to Jonathan. Jonathan said that the reason he didn't tell, this is him saying this in his interview, right? So in his interview, he's telling the producers the reason why he didn't tell Mika that he was previously married is because he was protecting himself. I was like, bullshit, you are not protecting yourself, sir. Say that answer and crock of bullshit for somebody else because it ain't me. But that's it, you guys. Let's pause here and wrap up the episode. Now we move over to the ladies' lounge, and Tommy asked the ladies to tell him how the dates that they set up went this week, right? And he started with Laylin, and she informed everybody that, due to what's going on in her personal life, she will be stepping back from the process, right? So she left, and then we got things kicking, right? So I'm going to go down the line of who the ladies named off that they liked, right? So Patrice, she says that she likes Alonzo. Maya says she likes LaRon. Koshia likes LaRon. Rashina likes Justin. Mika likes Dominique. I was like, I forgot all about Dom. Wait a minute, Mika. You like Dominique? Ain't that the man that want 2 to 10 kids? You don't want no more kids, right? How you got a connection with that man? I'm asking the obvious question. How do you have connection with the man that wants 2 to 10 kids, but you don't want no more kids? Am I correct about Mika? Mika has 2 kids. I believe Mika has. Yes, she does. Mika does have kids because when Lamar asked her about kids, she said no, and that's when he got up and walked away. So Mika, how you got a connection with Dominique, and you do realize that man wants 2 to 10 kids, right? I'm just putting that out there for you, sweetie. I'm just answering the question. Alexis likes Will. We'll talk about Will in a minute. Vanessa likes Chaz. Now, who the ladies are not feeling? Mika's not feeling Jonathan. Maya's not feeling Lamar. Alexis is not feeling Lamar. Vanessa is not feeling Lamar. Rashina is not feeling Lamar. Patrice is not feeling Lamar. Not Lamar, she's not feeling Will. And then she let us know that I guess Will is sleeping on the flow. Now, I ain't judging nobody, for how as long as you got a roof over your head and you ain't hurting nobody, I couldn't be bothered to give a fuck how you go to sleep at night, right? Because that ain't got nothing to do with me. As long as you got a job, you got a place you got a roof over your head, you got food in your refrigerator, you got clothes on your back, you got running water, you got running lights, you got all of that stuff. I'm not judging you, right? Because we all, I mean, and yes, we all are of a certain age. But, life happens. Things happen in life. And so I'm not going to sit here and judge people, right? You can lose your job. There's so many things that can happen in life, right? You could fall ill, and you could not go to work. Like, there are so many different things that can happen in people's lives. So I've learned never to judge other people. You just don't know what goes on in people's lives. You don't know what's happening currently unless they fill you in, right? So not judging that. And also, Koshia is not feeling well. Now, when we get down to it, Alexis and Koshia got into it. I will say that I do think that Koshia she went way too far right. And I'm gonna say, when I say she went too far, the response, like hugging to the point of wanting to fight Alexis, I didn't think that was called for. But let's stick on Alexis real quick, because Alexis is running, telling the men, more specifically Will, what the women are saying about each other. And it's like, sis, if you like him, that's your business, that's your prerogative. But why are you going around telling him what the other women are saying? If, to me, it's giving you, trying to make sure, okay, this is somebody that I'm connected to, and I want to keep him around for a like. Here we go with the numbers game, you guys. Y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know how I feel about that. So Alexis gives big pick me energy, but like I said with Koshia, I think Koshia was doing team too much. So, when she was talking about she'll beat the bitch ass, and then she told her it's not my fault that you shaped like you built like a 12-year-old boy. Now, when Alexis sat there and said to her that they've never treated her like that because they know who to play with, I was like, ma'am, y'all just met each other. So how do you know what she's like? It's like, again, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. So after that, we get the two eliminates, right? So Alexis went out with Will, and Koshia went out with Lamar. Ultimately, Lamar was not ready to love. He was sent home. Koshia stayed there a little bit too long for my liking, because I would have got up. I would have got up immediately. I would have said, "So you want me to sit with him? Can I just? Do I have to spell out what the lady said about him? Can I just say you're not ready to love, and I can go home? Because I don't want to sit here and talk to this fool." And then on the flip side with Will talking about this war now. I was like, it's war against the women that you're supposed to be, okay. I'm confused, but hey, if it's war, it's war. I don't know why it's war, but that's Will's words, not mine. And let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys, turn on your post notifications, and share the video. Until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, you guys.